Alright, you've seen the title of the video. Today we're talking about the phrase that I've seen constantly thrown around the internet, musume being a wit game. Alright, look, I'm just gonna say the first thing, to be honest. I've tried this out with a lot of different characters, right? I'm actually a little bit shocked to see what the results are. Alright, so first, I'm just gonna get the PvP nerds out of the way. Yes, wit is the most strongest stat in the entire game. Like, literally, what does any other stat do that this stat just cannot? Like, let's think about speed even. Speed, you have speed skills. Stamina, that's okay, we have stamina skills. Power, we have skills specifically made to help you pass people. Guts is in the current state of the game, just basically stamina, but it's a few more mechanics, and it's dumb. Guts is basically useless, so I don't even know why on earth I even bother talking about that one. But yes, wit literally does everything, and the worst part is it actually does more too, because it also makes your horsey smart enough to, not get blocked, which is the biggest problem in this game. It's exactly as some people in the comment section might already be saying. It doesn't matter how much power you have. If you're blocked, you're blocked. Oh yeah, though my previous point was also not even mentioning the fact that wit trains speed, so you don't even really need to make up for speed because you're still training it when you train wit. And also when you train wit, you get energy. You cannot get sick. So in theory, this might be the strongest stat, right? Like, well, the results are actually kind of interesting. Firstly, I would like to very quickly highlight 5 certain characters that I've just found to be completely absurd when you only invest in wit. Those 5 characters being Agnes Tachyon, Oguri Cap, Taiki Shuttle, Sakura Bakushin, and Urahara. Yes, Urahara is actually kind of insane, or can be insane, when you run only wits and speed, along with Super Creek as well. I just realized that's 6, huh? Yeah, 6 characters that are insane when you do this. Because something that all 60 characters have in common, right? Either A, they only do short tracks, or B, they have a stamina skill somewhere within their starting skills, whether it be their unique skill or just a skill that they can learn. So if you just have any other characters like that are future releases that fit this criteria, then yeah, full send it. Go ahead. Do all in for wits and speed. This is all you need, realistically speaking, because as I said before, wits is the strongest stat in the game, and like, if your character can abuse it, absolutely. But something that I am finding when I play other characters is that feels like you need to play Super Creek at the bare minimum to try and make it work. Because I've done it with Daiwa Scarlet, and well, I did end up winning the career and I got my A rank. I think I did have Super Creek on that build, because Super Creek has one of the most broken stamina skills in the entire game on it, known as Swinging Maestro. This skill is so powerful, right, that most people can honestly consider it the equivalent of just 3 stamina skills, or even the equivalent of having a 500 stamina. All you need is 200 stamina and Swinging Maestro, and you can easy clamps full career easily, like no issues whatsoever. You'll never have an issue with stamina, because that's just how powerful Swinging Maestro is. So for every other character that I did not just now highlight, I would very highly suggest you play Swinging Maestro. And I mentioned Swinging Maestro very specifically because there are going to be future cards that are not necessarily Super Creek that do have Swinging Maestro that, if you're just trying to get Swinging Maestro, might actually be a little bit better than Super Creek at that point. Because while Super Creek will probably forever be the most consistent way to get Swinging Maestro, because Swinging Maestro just naturally comes to you when you're playing Super Creek through the event storyline that they have, or whatever you want to call it. It's like the thing where like they have like 3 events, and like Swinging Maestro is like the 3rd event in that 3 event little storyline thing. Then yeah, I guess Super Creek will forever be your best thing, but if we're just talking pure consistency at that point, I feel like you probably don't want to fully invest in width as much as most people are saying you should. Because something that I'm finding with other racers is that they run out of stamina. They don't have the stamina to sustain that. And something that you'll find is that if you don't get your stamina skills in time, you do just kind of get cooked at some point in your career. Because a lot of characters have stamina checks. Like Scarlet has Arima Keenan as a stamina check. Agnes Tachyon, a character that I previously mentioned as a character that can do this type of strategy, does in fact get a stamina check, but I mean, once again, they have a stamina skill within their kit, so they can kind of just fly through it without actually paying attention to it. And Kukua Show, I'm not sure if I said that right, I probably botched that. But yeah, most characters that can run long distance usually have some type of stamina check. Even Goldship absolutely has a bunch of stamina checks, and you need stamina for that. Which, unless you run Swinging Maestro, which even then, if you just want consistency in your runs, I wouldn't go all in for stamina, because they does introduce variance into your runs, and your run can just simply crumble to just simply not getting one thing. But with that being said, to try and wrap up this video, because I tried to make it short and concise, a very short and concise way to very simply put it. Point number 1, it's the best stat in PvP. Point number 2, the runs in career though will not be very consistent. But if you're just trying to farm for PvP, I would absolutely go for this type of strategy, because once again, it is the strongest stat in the game, and wit literally does everything. I'm not kidding. I don't know who the hell made this stat and decided it should do everything. But also something that you might also realize is that some characters can do this way more consistently than others. You know, the characters I mentioned. And if you're just trying to clear career and you just want some consistent runs, maybe you might not want to do this on every character. But with that being said, this is all I can really provide, because at the end of the day, I don't have every 3-star. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's crazy. I don't have enough to get every 3-star. As a matter of fact, funnily enough, this game put a monthly spending limit on me, so I'm not able to spend either. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.